The Travis Walton Incident, 1975. The Return and the Unending Debate. Roadside Awakening. Date, November 10, 1975. Time, near midnight. Location, a desolate gas station near Heber, Arizona. As consciousness returned, Travis Walton began coughing violently due to the cold air filling his lungs. He was lying face down on the cold, gravelly asphalt. His first thought was that the blue light in the forest had knocked him down and he had only been unconscious for a few minutes. He tried to sit up quickly, but his legs wouldn't support him. He fell back down. His body was incredibly weak. When he raised his head, he noticed something hanging just above him in the darkness of the night. That thing, that golden disc, was there. But this time it wasn't emitting light. Its metallic hull gleamed in the moonlight, and then, with an acceleration that defied the laws of physics, it shot vertically into the sky and disappeared among the stars. Shivering, Travis stood up. He tried to understand where he was. This wasn't the forest. He had returned to civilization. But how long had he been gone? The clothes he was wearing, the shirt and jeans hit by that blue light, were still the same, but they felt loose. His beard had grown. He felt a terrible thirst. Travis Walton had returned to the world, but the world he returned to was not the world he had left. Phone call from the dead. Travis staggered to a nearby phone booth. With trembling hands, he found the loose change in his pocket and dialed the only number he knew by heart, his sister's husband, Grant Neff. The phone rang a few times before it was answered. Grant Neff, sleepy and annoyed, "Who is this? Do you know what time it is?" Travis, voice weak and cracking, "Grant, it's me, Travis." There was a deathly silence on the other end of the line. Grant thought it was a sick prankster. Travis had been missing for 5 days, and everyone believed he was dead. "Travis, Grant, please. I'm Travis. They brought me back. I'm at the gas station in Heber. Please come get me." The desperation and pain in Travis's voice were so real that Grant was convinced. He immediately called Travis's brother, Dwayne, and they set off. The sight they beheld when they found him was heartbreaking. The old, confident, strong Travis was gone. Before them stood a man who was skin and bones, his eyes bulging with fear, flinching at the slightest sound, a traumatized man. Medical examination, traces of lost days. Dwayne Walton didn't take his brother immediately to the police or a hospital. To protect him from the media circus and the sheriff's accusations, he took him to a private doctor in Phoenix. The initial examination revealed the severity of Travis's condition. 1. Dehydration and weight loss. Travis had lost about 10 to 12 pounds, 5 to 6 kilograms, in 5 days. He was severely dehydrated. 2. Chemical analysis. No traces of drugs, like LSD, or alcohol were found in his blood or urine. This debunked the theory that the event was a drug trip. 3. Strange findings. Doctors found a small red puncture mark inside Travis's right elbow, near where N4 would be administered, but it didn't look like a needle track. It was much smaller than a normal medical needle. Also, his urine showed high ketone levels, indicating the body had been under extreme stress or starved for a long time. But the biggest damage was mental. Travis was having nightmares, was afraid of lights, and kept talking about the eyes of the entities inside that ship. Media circus and skeptics. Travis's return instantly dropped the murder investigation but started a much larger chaos in its place. The town of Snowflake was overrun with journalists from around the world, UFO researchers, like APRO groups, and professional skeptics. Although the reality of the event seemed proven by Travis's return, the attacks began immediately. The biggest accusation was this: Travis and his friends realized they wouldn't finish the forestry contract on time, so they concocted this story. They wanted to claim the prize money offered by the National Enquirer for proof of aliens. Famous UFO skeptic Philip Klass labeled the event a hoax and pointed to Travis's family's past interest in UFOs as proof. The Walton family had escaped being branded as killers, but now they faced being branded as frauds. Before he could even overcome the trauma he experienced, Travis found himself in the middle of a media war. The polygraph and lasting legacy. The only way to end the arguments was for Travis to take a lie detector test as well. The first test was conducted immediately after the incident while Travis was still in shock, and the results were inconclusive. This added fuel to the skeptics' fire. However, months later, when Travis had calmed down, he was retested by Cy Gilson, the Arizona State Police expert, the same person who tested the crew. The questions were clear. Were you abducted by a UFO on November 5th? Were you awake while inside the ship? The result: Travis Walton was telling the truth when describing what he experienced inside the ship. He passed the test. The legacy of the Travis Walton incident lies in these test results and the consistency of the 6 men left behind. Consistency of the crew, Mike Rogers and the other 5 men, despite being interrogated, threatened, and ridiculed repeatedly over the passing 50 years, never changed their stories. None of them turned confessor. Despite the animosities between them, they always remained in agreement about what they saw that night. This event remains the strongest, multi-witness abduction case in the history of ufology. A physical attack, 6 eyewitnesses, a 5-day disappearance, and polygraph tests. All together. Project finale and future. Travis Walton returned from the fire, but he carried the scars of that fire throughout his life. His story went down in history as the most terrifying example of being alone in the woods and confronting the unknown. We will continue to navigate the frontiers of the unknown. Because the universe is far stranger and more crowded than we can imagine.